Hi everyone, welcome back to my lab and today's video, which is going to be a Shop My Stash video. This is my very first Shop My Stash in my new beauty space, as well as within the confines of my beauty project for this year, which I call Operation Curation. Before we get into the nitty gritty of the video, if you're new here, I'm Yori. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. Hope you're going to enjoy this one and consider subscribing and following me on this journey. Thank you so much to my returning subscribers. I really appreciate all the love and support you continue to show me and my channel, and a special thank you to the first 5 commenters on my previous video. I really appreciate the lab love. Your engagement and thoughts are always appreciated. Those with YouTube channels will have the YouTube logo and be linked in the description box down below in case you're looking for some fun new channels to watch. Also, before we get into the video, just a couple of nitty-gritty details about this. You're going to be seeing a large portion of my makeup collection. It's extreme, I know this. I purchased 99.9% of this makeup. That's how I opted to spend my money. I wasn't taking expensive vacations or buying the most expensive clothes. I decided to just purchase makeup. So if you must judge, please do so kindly. Like I said, this is the first Shop My Stash, so I am going to go rogue and show you inside my beauty drawers, as well as in the bookshelf that I have here to my left. So those of you that have been waiting for a beauty room tour, this is a little bit of sneak peek into that. I am still working on filming that. I know that I'm kind of delaying it, but other things have kind of taken priority in my own mind, but I am getting to that. I know you're very curious, and I'm happy to share it with you. I worked really hard, and this was one of my main goals when I was purchasing my new place, and I finally have it, so I definitely want to share it with you. Let me know what you think about the camera angles and things like that. I'm not going to have it 100% correct. You may see my bare feet in some of the shots. Some of them may be blurry, some of the products may be out of focus. I apologize in advance, but again, it's my first time. I definitely welcome and appreciate your feedback, and I promise I will get better over time. As I said in my introduction video, which I will link up in the cards with regard to Operation Curation, I'm going to be doing themes around my Shop My Stash just to keep it a little fun and interesting. And the very first theme that I'm going to be using is ridiculously bulky outer packaging. You're going to see once you peek into my makeup collection that I have a lot of products that are still in their packaging. For the most part, that's because those products are brand new and unused, and keeping them in their packaging reminds me that they're new and that I need to get around to them. Unfortunately, some of that outer packaging is ridiculously bulky. It takes up a lot of room, and I have a lot of overflow going on which needs to be addressed, so I thought that would be a perfect first theme. If you have any ideas for other themes, leave those in the comment section down below. I'm not sure about the frequency of the Shop My Stash. Pretty much once I get through the products that are there and I establish my ideas about them, I will do another cycle. So definitely stay tuned for those. For the format of these videos, I'm going to go through the previous Shop My Stash products, let you know what I thought of them, swatch them, etc., and let you know their fate in my makeup collection, and then I'll go through and Shop My Stash again to pick some brand new products. This time around, I didn't have an existing Shop My Stash, so I skipped that part, but next time you can expect to see that as well. So if you're interested in a follow-up review on any of the products that you're going to be seeing today, also stay tuned. Last thing, if you like the makeup look that I'm wearing today, all the products are going to be linked in the description box down below, and I will probably try to get a good picture of it because I think it's really interesting. I haven't done a look like this ever, I don't think. Interesting color story. Now, without any further delay, let's go ahead and start shopping my stash. All right, so welcome to my first Shop My Stash. This is where we're going to start. We're going to start with my Alex drawers, and we're going to see how this positioning works. But the theme, like I said, was going to be stupid big packaging, and one example of that would be, like, for instance, this product right here. This is the Almay 24-hour wear, and it's a foil cream shadow. So it's a tiny little tube, and you can see that it's in this big packaging that's occupying a lot of space. Same, for instance, with these Ideal Duos. Like, let me open one of these. Look. See, this is the problem that I'm having. I have these new products that are in these huge boxes, and then the products themselves are super, super tiny. I keep them in the boxes so that I can tell what's new and what's not. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to grab anything out of these drawers because I have a lot of pigments already that I have from makeup products that I've bought recently. We're just going to leave these 2 drawers alone and move to the next ones. As we move further down the drawers, I'm going to go ahead and zoom the video in a little bit more, but here we can actually do some damage. And one of the things that I've been really wanting to try are these single eyeshadows from Marc Jacobs. So I have quite a few of them. right? So here's the shades that I have. I have the shades Oh Yeah, Perfecto, the Big O, Daddy O, Oh Mercy, and Primo or Primo. And these are basically single eyeshadows. And when we get to my table, I'll show them to you close up, but I'm gonna go ahead and take these. These retail for like $30 a piece, and right now they are on some sort of clearance. So you can kind of see already that opens up quite a bit of space. Now these are all like Stila type shadows. It's really a continuation of the drawer that's up here, but yeah, that's all I'm gonna take from these drawers. Hopefully this view is going to be fine. Let me know what you think. I'll do my best to show you products close up. So this drawer is my tool drawer, and this is something I definitely want to try. This is the Curate eyelash curler, and yeah, I've never used it. It's a big box. It's occupying a lot of space in there, so I'm going to pull this out. And these are just essentially different types of tools. You can see I have like sponges, glitter primer, and so on. But let's just start with the eyelash curler. And on this drawer, I have mascaras and other kinds of eye primers, mostly mascaras and brow things. There is something specifically I want to pull out from here, and it is this product right here. So this is the Flower Beauty Bubble Brow. And the reason why I want to try this one is because, well, first of all, it's discontinued. But the reason why I want to try it is because I've been really curious about the Patrick Ta one, and I want to avoid buying things that I don't need. It looks like it's kind of drying up. Look, it's separating from the pan. I think we do have to add water to this anyway, but it's something I definitely want to try and something that's been occupying space, so we're going to pull that. And I think that's going to be it from these drawers. Okay, so here we have my bronzers. Not all my bronzers, but a lot of them. And these are contour palettes. Now let me think. I think in my new makeup products, I do have something for cream contouring, which these are all cream contours. So I'm gonna leave those alone. But then look at this. There's something like this. So this is the Trestique Color Contour Stick. And let's see how big this packaging is relative to the product. So it's not that significantly bigger, but see, this is the problem that I'm having and why I'm running out of room. So I'm gonna actually grab this one. I do like to cream contour, but this looks really more like a cream bronzer, honestly. But we will go ahead and pull this one out. On this side, we have my powder bronzers, and it's kind of hard to manage these. So these are my Tom Ford, some Too Faced, but the issue that I have is I can't get to the items in the back because of the way these Alex drawers were designed. So let's see. Let's pull at least one thing from here. Here's something. This is something that I bought that I haven't used yet. It's the Gucci bronzer, that very famous bronzer. And let's take a look in here. So it looks like the box is relatively the size of the bronzer, but I've been wanting to try this out anyway. And here it is. I think I only have one new bronzer from my new makeup, so I'm going to be trying this one. And that's going to be it from these drawers. This drawer is in pretty good shape. I have my larger bronzers that don't fit over there, and then some cream bronzers. I have quite a bit in terms of bronzers. This drawer I am definitely not proud of at all. It is a huge mess. So I want to go with the theme of large packaging. Here's something that is pretty large in terms of packaging. This is the Pat McGrath gloss, and this one is in the shade Twilo. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one. Let's do one more. I think I have the e.l.f. and Alyssa Ashley gloss in here somewhere. Let's see. Let's just get this one. This is definitely a big container. And this one is the Sheer Wisdom Lip Oil, and this is from Butter London. You can see kind of fits the theme. This one is in the shade Cinnamon Spice. It's unfortunate right now that I'm using pretty much all new products, but these are things that have been sitting around for quite some time, and we gotta move them out. So I'm gonna take that one. Here's a couple that have actually since been discontinued. These are the Bite French Press lip glosses, and I have two shades. I have Salted Caramel and Dirty Chai, but I'm pretty sure that these are oversized packages. Yeah, see, so let's use those so we can get them out of the box and start to make some room. So here we have my first drawer of highlighters, and these are the epitome of stupidly large outer packaging. So I'm definitely going to grab these, and you know what, I'm going to use all of them. They're highlighters. Okay, well, let's not be so aggressive. Let's start with this one. I know is something that can still be look at this packaging, like this next to my Charlotte Tilbury, and then the highlighter itself is quite small. Let's just grab two of them. Let's take that one that I know is still something that can be purchased, and then I'll take a pink one. So we'll do this one, which is Holo Pink. Yeah, so this is the Dior Skin Nude Air Luminizer, and let's look at this packaging. I know they've since redone how they package these, but essentially, here's the compact and its little sleeve, but it's got all this packaging. So this is going to alleviate a lot of room in my collection. I apologize if I'm cutting things off. I'll get better, I promise. So look at that, it's already so much better. Like my Charlotte Tilbury one can fit in there. This drawer is a face palette drawer, and to be honest, I kind of want to just leave that one alone for now. So here we have a continuation of my highlighters, and over there are supposed to be blush palettes, but it's gotten so out of control some of my face palettes have made their way in there. I already picked some highlighters. Let me just go with the ones that I already have. So I'm going to skip these drawers. This drawer is actually not so bad because I have one of these acrylic organizers and everything in there is pretty well organized. That one is something I can probably work on. So this is something I can definitely use. So these are, I believe these are single highlighters. Oh, but I already have two highlighters. But this is ridiculously large packaging. I mean, we've got, I think I've actually used this one. Yeah, this one I've already used, but they're basically single highlighters. Let's go ahead and take these just so that I can feel better about myself and get them out of the box. And these are some of those Nude Sticks tins, which I wanted to do a video on Nude Sticks. I actually like the brand in terms of their products. So let me grab the two blushes. I'm going to be grabbing Sweet Peach Peony and Poppy Girl. And we'll leave that one. Yeah, so we'll grab these so we can get rid of these tins and make some room there. So these are the last two drawers. These are blushes, and I'm pretty happy with how this one is. Again, I have an acrylic organizer in here that makes it quite nice, but I have some products in here that I definitely want to use that are occupying quite a bit of space, and it is going to be these little guys. So these are the Cosmetics. They're called the Color Drop Serum Blushes. And I have two shades, Sunset Sky and Pink Nectar. So I would like to actually get some use out of those. So I'm going to pull those into my collection. And that is it for my IKEA drawers. This one is essentially cream blush and highlights. Alright, so up there we have mostly primers, like they go to about halfway. And to the left, it's going to be foundations, and all of that are foundations. So I'm going to grab a couple of primers and a couple of foundations. So let's see. This Wander Beauty Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation is one I've been wanting to try. This one is the Benefit Professional, which is something I got in a BoxyCharm, and it's definitely in an oversized box, so we're gonna take that one. Here's another one that is still in its box. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. I'm gonna get one more foundation. Let's do this one by Shiseido. Somebody asked me if I had any Shiseido makeup, so I have this one. It is the Synchro Skin Glow Luminizing Fluid Foundation. So that's 2 foundations, 2 primers. So now I've moved you down to this section of my bookshelf, which is essentially powders in the smaller section. I have all my MAC lipsticks in this rotating rack, but these 2 containers, which I would like to be like my really high-end luxury makeup, is right now full of very random stuff. So I'm going to pull some lipsticks from here. So you can see in this drawer, I have these 4 liquid lipsticks. They are from Lawless. They have since been discontinued, and here they all are, all in their boxes. I have 4 shades. So these are the shades that I have. I heard great things about these, and so I wanted to try them, and I bought them, and I never used them. So let's get this bulky packaging out of here. See, now I almost have an entirely empty drawer. So that's fine for that box. I feel good about that. Now let's see what we have going on in here. Most of these are going to be lip balms. So see, everything in this drawer are lip balms. There's actually some pretty bulky items here, so I'm going to take them out. These are some of my Hourglass Confession lipsticks. So I'm going to add those to the Shop My Stash, and you can see already how much more empty this drawer is. I have a couple more, but let's start with those. Yeah, we'll just stick with those, and you can see already I'm making a lot more room. For powders, I will admit I have absolutely no idea. I kind of just cycle through all my powders. Here's some. So here are some Besame powders, and there's actually 3 of them, and they are minis, but they are stored in this larger box. There's 3 shades. So we have Vanilla Rose, Vanilla, and Violet. So I'm gonna use those. Here's a powder that, even though it's super cutely packaged, it looks like a little flower bag. It definitely occupies a lot of space. So I want to go ahead and pull this one out so that I can make some room there. And I don't use a lot of powder anyway, so I'm thinking that's probably more than enough. All right, guys, so I'm really trying. So basically, in this container here, I have concealers. So this Tarte one, it has since been repackaged, I think, and then mostly I have setting sprays over there. So I definitely want to grab that watermelon setting spray because it's in that plastic container. It always falls over. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that concealer and maybe 1 or 2 more from the drawers. All right, so we're going with the setting mist, the Tarte Maracuja concealer, Tarte Rainforest of the Sea concealer. This one is the Elsie Complete Coverage Concealer, and this one by Flower Beauty is definitely overpackaged, so we're right on theme with this one. I wanted to go ahead and show you this Alex unit, and these are all lip products. I have bullet lipsticks at the top, liquid lipsticks at the bottom. If you want to get a peek, I'll open a couple of the drawers. So for instance, that one is all bullet lipsticks, so I have like my NARS, my Pat McGrath. I'll definitely include those in this type of video sometime soon, but because I have all the Hourglass one and the Lawless ones, I really don't need anything from here. Here's another example. So here's where I have liquid lipsticks, and actually I'm gonna grab this e.l.f. one here and those 2 hard candy because they definitely take up a lot of space. Let me get those. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add these to the lip products that I'm working on. Now, because I hauled a lot of eyeshadow palettes, I'm not going to add any more eyeshadow palettes. I want to get through the ones that I have going right now with my hauls. So no eyeshadow palettes for today. And I'm going to pan the room a little bit. Look at my sleeping baby. That's my little buddy. He's always in here with me when I'm working. You might appreciate seeing him. So essentially, this is the little box I have dedicated to Shop My Stash. And as you can see, with all these things in their boxes, they're not going to fit. The only thing that is in there right now is in this drawer. And these are pretty much just open brow products that I have been working on. So I'm going to go ahead and add the Flower Beauty one to that little drawer. I think that was the only brow product that I got. Now let's go ahead and put lipsticks here. Look. So you can see this huge stack alone I've already fit into that small drawer. I had a couple more lip products. So look at these. It's really cute packaging, but I mean, they're taking a page out of Nude Stick's book. I'm gonna take this thing out and then maybe keep the tin. I could probably use the tin to store something else. We'll see. I'll hold on to that one. Actually, you know what? I don't want to get into that same situation where I'm just hoarding all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to find a way to repurpose this. I'm not sure, but I want to move them out. A couple more lip products. I definitely think I overdid it with the lip products this time. And lip. So these are going to be the lip products I'll be playing with. Let's go ahead and get these guys out of the way since they are actually ridiculous. So this one is the Dior Skin Nude Air Luminizer, and it is in the shade 003. I believe this is from their permanent line. So I'm sure they're all going to, I think they all used to come with these kabukis. So here's what that one looks like. They're so pretty when they're brand new. This one is the Glow Addict 001, but I think this might have been a limited edition. It's the Holo Pink. I think Mel Thompson used to talk about this one all the time. It is definitely a limited edition shade. So that one is Holo Pink. Are these little guys any good? Then we have these ColourPop highlighters. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these out. I was worried that this one might be dried out, but it's actually not. Let's see, I wasn't planning on, oh, it's really pretty. So this one is in the shade Spoon. So these are all, here's Wisp and a Over the Moon shade. With these complexion products, both the primers and the foundations, I'm going to leave those in their boxes for now because I do want to read the ingredients and their claims when it comes time to use those. So I'm just going to store those on their own. I also have the 4 concealers, and I love trying out concealers. I think I'm also going to hold on to these in their packaging. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the Uncosmetics blushes in their packaging as well, and the Gucci bronzer. I'll take that one out when I'm going to use it for the first time. I did have another bronzer, which was this one, or a contour color and contour cheek stick. I know this is something I got in some kind of subscription box. I'm gonna hold on to the box of this one, again for the claims and instructions. The powders I'm gonna go ahead and take out of their packaging. See, look at this. So this is just an example of super over packaging. So let's see, the Vanilla Rose is a soft powder with pink tint that helps control green and blue tones. Vanilla helps control redness, and Violet collects yellow and red tones and brightens. Now these are supposed to be scented. Okay, I'm glad that they have the little stoppers, so kept them fresh this whole time. So I'm just reading, this is supposed to be translucent color correcting powders, and it says they can be worn alone, over foundation, or around the eyes to lighten dark circles. So this is good. I like an under eye setting powder, so I'm curious to try those out. The other setting powder I wanted to try out was this one from Beauty Bakery. Look, it even has like nutrition facts. So cute. This is so cute. What shade did I get? This one is in the shade Translucent, I think. I bought this so long ago. Here's what it actually looks like. It looks like it was leaking a bit, which is interesting because it was still sealed. But here's the powder. I like the color. Yeah, it's just in the shade Translucent. Pretty good. Next, let's go ahead and get all of these out of their packaging. All right, so these are the 4 matte shadows that I have, and these alone would make a really pretty look. And then I have 2 shimmery ones. These better be some amazing eyeshadows. All right, and aside from that, I've got 2 more items. I've got my lash curler. And the last thing is this setting spray. They don't even package it in this style packaging anymore. It comes in a box now. So that's going to be the setting spray. So this is going to be my complete box. I know I didn't swatch everything. Should I be swatching everything? Let me know if you'd like to see me swatch the items that I'm going to pull out. So let me show you each drawer individually. So here we have all the lip products that I'm going to be working on. It's good to have a lot of nudes and neutrals because I have a lot more adventurous colors from makeup that I bought recently. So those are the lip products. In the second drawer, we have all the Marc Jacobs eyeshadows, the brow products that are just going to be staying there, and this bubble brow. Drawer number 2, we have 5 highlighters here and a setting powder. On this side, we have 2 primers and 3 setting powders as well. And all the way at the bottom, we still have products in their boxes. I have some complexion products, blushes, bronzer, and maybe this is a contour, maybe it's a bronzer, we'll find out, concealers, and foundations. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to try things out. Next time around, I will remove the products from this area and let you know what I thought about everything, and then we'll shop my stash for some more stuff. Anything that I don't use in that cycle, I'll leave in the Shop My Stash so that I can try it in the next round. But let me know what you thought of this video. Again, this is just a trial. The eyelash curler I have set on top of the box, and then I have my setting spray right next to it. Now I'm definitely filming on my phone and failing at life. Look, These are two Nude Sticks blushes that kind of escaped me because I was piling everything up as I was shopping my stash. I'm gonna take them out of here and I will add them to my little box up there. So I just wanted to let you know I forgot about those. So that's pretty much everything. Let me know what you thought of this format, what you would like to see differently, any suggestions that you might have, because like I said, I'm just starting out and practicing, and I would definitely appreciate your feedback. That's everything for today's video. Let me know what you thought of the format of the Shop My Stash, how the angles were, if you'd like to see more of something, less of something else, any theme suggestions that you might like to see next time. And again, please keep in mind, I am well aware that my makeup collection is truly ridiculous, and that's why I'm trying to address that this year. If you haven't already subscribed, I would definitely love to have you join me on this journey and see where I end up at the end of the year. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it, and if so, give it a big thumbs up for me. It really helps me out, and it also gives me the motivation to keep filming videos. So thank you again for spending a few minutes of your day with me. I hope you're doing really, really well, and I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon on my next one. Bye-bye.